Good evening and welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, and a perfect night for college football. We're in the midst of a roaring sea of red as the Cornhuskers are set to kick off this campaign, they hope, with a victory. A top 25 showdown coming up, two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Huskers ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Tennessee's offense will take the first swing of the game. And here he comes, hardened and battle-scarred and ready to get a new season started.
This guy's had a lot of ups and downs. He's fought through injuries throughout his career. And how good does it feel as a senior now, being a leader on this team, taking the field for one more run this year?
Right, it's so nice to have a guy like this you know you can trust. You know exactly what you're getting.
Fires into traffic, picked off. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. It wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass, it's Rayola. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Huskers are threatening in the red zone. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Handoff from the gun. Pickup of one, it's down at the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. He wants to throw it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass. Defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Third and goal coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Caught in the backfield, it's Boyd. Corralled and brought down by the defense. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Smashes it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. And the Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. It's complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They've got 4 receivers out there, 2 on either side on 2nd and 3. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best 2 conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David, you're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Coming after him. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Pulled and fired complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. It's a draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A 3rd and long coming up here. Dropping back, it's Raiola. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. The Cornhuskers will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets a block. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. The Vols come to the line in the hurry-up.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. The Volunteers send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Wide receiver shows motion. They'll run play action. Gets it out quickly. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. The inside handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Raiola. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
And the Huskers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. He'll pull it on the read. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. And the Vols with the 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. At midfield, he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Volunteers in the hurry-up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. All the way down to the 15-yard line, it's 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Vols!
And that is the 1st passing touchdown, 1st of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Jacksonville State overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from home, these Gamecocks got to be thrilled. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Line is set on 3rd down. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
Nebraska, 3.
They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Makes the catch. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Got his man quickly. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Huskers have their offense in high gear. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Back to the air one more time. Quick completion on the out. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Running to the left. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. 3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Cornhuskers decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Got it behind the line. It's Davis. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Vols are in the hurry-up. Third down play from the gun. Using the quick game. Running into the open space. Touchdown, Tennessee! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. From the gun, the running back has it. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Power football with the run. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And the Huskers will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Fires deep on the run. Picked off. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40, the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up for great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in great scoring position.
Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Got stopped on 1st down, they'll try it again from the 2. He'll keep it himself. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They're setting up the screen. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? The Volunteers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They'll run the screen. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. The Huskers want to crank the tempo. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Quick strike complete. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds a man in the middle. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. They're bringing heat. Got a man, it's Lloyd. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Good right down the boulevard. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Stanford unleashed a furious offensive attack and reminded folks there on the farm of what things were like when Bill Walsh and David Shaw were in charge. An A-plus performance from the Cardinal. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. To the air, it's Iamaleava. He makes the connection. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. They've got 4 receivers out there, 2 on either side on 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Getting some heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. And the Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. And as time runs out here in the 2nd quarter, the offense doesn't want to make this deficit any bigger, so they'll take the knee and head to the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Lincoln. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, back to the Sea of Red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
And the Volunteers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. Wide out in motion. They'll go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Pocket starts to collapse. Grabbed over the middle. It's Coleman. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. He's looking to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The Cornhuskers have moved it inside the 20. The give to the tailback. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Makes the grab down the middle. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got the tight end. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Good job corralling that football, but he couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it'll be a safety.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost when you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. Catches it cleanly at the 20. The offense set for a first down play. The give to the back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Firing to the right, complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. To the ground with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Huskers will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Running it back, it's Staley. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Dave.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The Vols moving quickly to the line.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get...
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Second down now after the sack. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Defense.
The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. On the move, it's Selden. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Trying to get to him. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Volunteers line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Leaves it with the back. He's got a little room. He'll pick up 6 out to the 13. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Back to the ground with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He's got his man. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll try to run for it. And the Vols get enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going for it all. And it's caught! Touchdown, Volunteers!
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game 1, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
25, Nebraska, 8.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last one.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Looking for a block, it's Staley. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. So guys, we'll see this offense again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And the Volunteers get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. This offense has a 2nd down play. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the catch! Touchdown, Vols! And the beatdown has ensued. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Tulsa overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Golden Hurricane tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done.
That's caught. It's Coleman.
A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. He's got the back in the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. He's looking downfield to throw. Feeling some heat. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hit.
Got it in stride at the 15. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. They'll try the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finish it off with the score from the 4.
34, Nebraska, 15.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. On the ground, it's Selden. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. He's looking for an open man on second down. He's got it. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Give to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment. Defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for space. It's Selden. The expressway is wide open. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
1st and goal, Tennessee.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. 3rd and goal from way back there. From the gun, give on the inside. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
That makes the score
First order of business here, don't give up a big return, then the defense just has to keep them out of the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Catch in the middle, it's Hall. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10.
Nebraska.
Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Got it in the middle, it's Hall. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Nebraska.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. He'll take a shot. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.